especially in the last year, like the scene has completely changed.
Welcome to Bunker Select Bad Boombox.
Thank you, thank you. Remix or original track? I've been doing this a long time, like producing like 12 years now. And what I'm used to is a remix, because it's like, I mean, in life in general, like everything's a remix already. So like,
It was deep.
yeah, so deep, bro. But no, it's much easier to get in a flow state when you have like these creative controls.
Yeah.
Where like something creative limits, like something's like you have to like do it like a certain way, and you kind of find creative ways to get around it. And a lot of times with my original tracks, actually most of my original tracks are like a song that I've written or written with someone, or like just something we've already created, and then I go in and remix it again.
Yeah.
And then that gets it to the final state. Like I'll like bounce out the stems and then remix that. And the remix is always better. Like the VIP or like the edit of my own track is always better than the original, and that ends up becoming the original track. So yeah, I'm always been a remixer, always will be.
Remix out hard.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Of course, I did a little bit of a deep dive, but you once said that you saw that the European techno and like trance scene has matured too much, and that you kind of wanted to bring back its like humor and like smiles.
Yeah.
Would you say you've succeeded with that?
Especially in the last year, like the scene has completely changed. It's like, yeah, we've done a lot of work with with Hot Meal and our artists, but also like several other collectives have like really done a good job of just brightening the scene. Especially if you go to Berlin now, it's all like colors and sunshine than what it used to be like even a few years ago. We're moving. This train's going.
You want to be all colors and sunshine.
Oh yeah, it's like there's times to be serious and there's times to be time to like enjoy the sunshine.
As you said with Hot Meal, like it's a bit over 2 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
What does that feel like?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we've built something crazy. To think that we now have so many artists and people working with us and other creatives as well. Now we're in events and everything that like, yeah, it's really turned into like a little bit of a movement. Couldn't be happier. And now this year is going to be even crazier. So got a lot of cool things planned.
Exciting things planned?
Yeah.
Any teasing, maybe?
A lot of festival like stages, like Hot Meal stages, a lot of takeovers, a lot of Hot Meal events. Big releases. Now we can expand the music even more. So that's all I can say for now.
When you're like choosing someone to work with and like picking new artists and choosing people to be part of Hot Meal, what's important for you then?
Especially with new artists, it goes without say that like everyone says like, oh, they got to be hungry. They got to be hungry. We're all hungry. That's just the baseline default. What's really important with us is that the artist like has this sense of like they don't need it. They're just cool, They just get it. And when like people need something a little too much, it's kind of a turnoff. I just like to be like cool, like things come to us.
In the field, it's like it can easily turn into something like that. So you need to like make sure to be surrounded by the people.
And it's like this kind of energy like that they put out is like they're like attracting like good things, and they have like a good musical antenna where like good musical ideas come to them, and like they have like a good style about them. It's like the full picture that we look at that's like really important.
Since you've been in a club like once or twice, what was one like club experience that stuck with you?
What I really like in a club, the production in terms of like what the guests experience. Like when you can have these spaces to chill and you also have spaces to discover, and you're discovering things all night, it keeps you there. And when you have like 10 hours, you're like, oh, I didn't know this room existed. Oh, I didn't know, oh, there's this really cool couch, so you can chill here. And like that experience, like when those things add up, and it goes a really long way. Here's an empty room, just put sound and then people will figure it out. Like those aren't the fun ones.
No, I love the little side quests,
Yeah.
What's an absolute no-go for you in a club?
I hate when in a club, especially like when there's like a certain corner just turns into just too many drugs. When it gets like too intense and it just like brings down the whole mood, the whole vibe, and especially like the certain drugs that turns people into like zombies and like they can't move and then they can't enjoy the music and then they're mad the next day when like that's a bummer. Don't like to see that.
The lifestyle is actually so hard, or seems to be so tough. How do you manage to like protect your mental health?
It's not the answer like people want to hear. For me, I just like power through it because like I know I'm like lucky to have this job. You know, there's some weekends where I only sleep like 1 hour or 2 hours between like 4 gigs or something. But like it's just so fun. Like once you're on the actual stage, like that all goes away. And I always like try to think about that backstage with like the rest of my team, and they like always repeat it too. Like when you like say things out loud, it makes it true, and we're just like, I'm built for this shit. I'm built for this shit. It's really hard with all the travel and everything, but like, you know, I mean, it's the music. We gotta kind of like messengers. We gotta play, and we're lucky to do it. That's what keeps us going. The week is really, really important. Like the weekends, like, you know, send it, don't sleep, party. But then the weekdays are like active recovery is so, so important. Like long walks, sauna, recovery, gym, eating completely clean. I measure everything
You measure.
out. Everything's like so clean that so that when Friday comes, we're just fully 100% like locked and loaded. And especially with like, you know, this lifestyle, like you get sick like every 2 weeks. You just have the week to recover, and then
Yeah, I always say like my Monday is my Saturday, my Tuesday is my Sunday,
Yeah.
because like obviously I'm
Yeah.
here.
it's the way to do it. But at the end of the day, it's a net positive. It all equals out.
Do you actually listen to your own tracks?
I used to so much. It was just like constantly like checking it and checking it and checking it. And lately I don't do it as much. And I've noticed like the quality of the tracks improved because of that. Because when you listen to something over and over and over, your ear wants to get used to it and to like it, subconsciously convincing yourself that it's good, even though it's not. So my advice is when you make, especially during the creative process, like get out of the loop as quick as possible. Don't listen to it. Just make it, leave it alone. Don't touch it for a
put
week.
it away.
Yeah, come back a week later and it'll either sound good or sound like shit. And then you decide. But yeah, for me, it's like I don't listen to them as much anymore, and it's helped a lot with the production process.